LALECHELALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTTSZ. That's what we like to call ourselves and use, all of us, everyone's. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, we also call ourselves other names, such as ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, what we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the incarnated souls that God has created and incarnated and past, present, futures, and wants to bring best blessings to, because space-time is not linear, can be reunited back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact as Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTTSZ. Now, does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-lovings, ever-living authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe. Did I say back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact? There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we knows and have ever known and shall ever known, past, present, futures, including all our families and communities and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-steward and appreciates. And so we say namaste is namaste is the divines with all squeezes divines within yous and alls. And we say mikotuya oyasin, mikotuya koseveral, we're all related. And because we know we are all related, we can come together again back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. And we says the alights within us greets the alights within yous and alls, because we are all, and we know is that we all are made of star stuff, and because we are heeding the divine feminines, friendlies, divine feminines and masculines, equally friendlies, kindness and wisdom of great civilizations such as Atlantis, ancient civilizations, Atlantis, and Vedic and Druidic, and back and forth to mitochondrial leaves, before, after, and during, and all our contexts of Bhutu, and all the nativities, all of the continents and beyond, because space-time is not linear. And so we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white half buffalo women, co-changing women, co-sky women, co-earth women, co-spider women, co-katsinas, co-kachinas, co-orishas and yomayas, co-daganah, co-kalki, co-amamamari, co-zayoshan, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let that word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ in ancient languages simply translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? Greatest kindness and wisdoms for all humanities, past, present, futures, cosmic goals, nows, including for heavens and all our earths. We use that word reparatively use of all the divine feminines, and reparatively equal use of all the divine feminines and masculines. And so we also call ourselves other names, such as co-Stellarianlies and co-Easterlianlies. That is co-Easterlianlies and co-Easterlianlies, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is kindness and wisdom reunited, the Magdalens and Nazarenes equals, the divine feminines, all of them, and divine feminines and masculines equals, all of them, also them, and connecting that to their ancient heritages of especially Atlantis and the Thracian and Druidic and Vedic and Druidic and all back, as I say, back and forth to mitochondrial leaves, before, during, and afters, around all lands on all continents and beyond this planet, so that we can become the real always reborn, the reborn nativities and always risen springs of very real stargates, Atlantis, and all the holy lands and sacred earths risens, a very less it shall be first teams of Stargate and Star Trek put together for parity peace cultures on this and all our planets. And so it sounds like a daunting task to co-occurring these open the stargates and the Akashic records, but actually is easily accomplished via the new millennial golden rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just next to it read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making awesome bestsellers. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, you, and you, because you too, cans and shells and cans, join us on becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTTSZ. And the only issues we were concerned about was whether or not we would be silly and stupid enough to lose our incarnations and these opportunities to accomplish this now on this planet, or would we lose this planet and have to be reincarnated again somewhere else in the universe to do accomplish? Well, we believe we can become all the Equinoxtrueqsz, and all the Equinoxtrueqsz, Ken's and Chels. Equinox becomes Equinoxtrueqsz, co-secretary general's COCHRISTTS, Ken's and Chels again's nows. And you notice that you can see our pictures there and yours too, because we are our family trees, starting first with our great and grandmothers, and also our shkinas, equals, all the females of our families, females, and equals, especially, essentially, and beloved, for all generations to be thinking our youngest generations of El-Haz and Elohim's, Eli circles, and are always females and males. So it also becomes reborns, ever reborns, and ever youngs, always youngs springs. Ever reborns, nativities, and always young springs. And so we'll say some of the names, we can say all of them now. We'll say you can say and Queen Esther and all the Iroquois clan mothers, and more recently Virginia, Barbara Herschel and Lydia Costanza, and currently Virginia and Lydia Voluntary News Times, and equally we have our co-white calf buffalo men, especially Martha, Sophia, and especially Anne-Marie singing crickets, Martha and Myrtle and Morris there, and especially Ma Patricia sunflowers, and Sophia and Martha's, and Anne-Marie singing crickets, more Rosemary Pearl, and I forgot to say, and Ma Patricia sunflowers, and Sophia and Martha, and Equals, and Laura, and especially Anne-Marie singing crickets, so loyalies and equals. We have our light families, we have with Bonnie's and Sylvia's, lots more there, and we have Magdalena's and Savita's and more there, and especially our Stellarian families, our Ellen's and Hannah's, and lots more them, especially nearest and dearest, our hearts, branches. We have our Venusians and Marians, our intertwinings, Magdalenes and Nazarenes, and that's Estrella and Libertia and Estrella, and equally, especially, as Sarah Harriet, beloved, it's Sarah Harriet, and Radiant Ray, and it's Sarah Harriet, and equally, says traveling back and forth in circles, times, Clarity Clara, Jubilant Jacqueline, Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Papa, Grandma Ned, all the grace restored, Grandma Dorothy's, teaching and learning all the lessons of the Wizard Justice and Wizardesses of Oz that we all ours, with the Lynn and Jenny and Leona of the Gaia families, and Rachel and Wolf of the Kaya families, and our the Stargates families, and equally our current females. We have our Esther's and Anne-Marie's, Esther's and Rachel's, and Julie Anne-Marie's and Anne-Marie's and Julie Anne-Marie's equallys, and we have Zia's Divines and Barbara's and Jenny's, and a lot more there, and especially our youngest generations. We have our Abel's Risen, Rose Risen, Earth Angelines, also Fusion with Edith. We have Hesperus and Hallel's, Six and Astonishing, so many Swannies, and Lighting Leaves, especially our beloved Vanessa Celia, and Hannes of his Wesley's, our young couple, and our young, with our other young, and our couples of Hadass and Galen, Leah and Ross, and then John, and Mike, Johnny Jimlin, and Blessed Baron, and more. Our Comingsz very, always has to learn, always Easter learnings, always all relatedly soon. La leche, let's make it 11s. Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures, ever use blessings.